This monstrous beastie suddenly busted out from under a pile of rubble, and our heroes are about to have to square off against it. So I guess we need to start with some proverbial initiatives.
Yay!
Let's go ahead and get them down.
Why are they proverbial?
Well, they're not rhetorical.
Right.
So.
Rush is on an 8.
Oh!
Nice, Jeff.
Ouch.
We've ooh.
I did it first.
Cash on a 23.
Welcome back, Jane.
Daleth on a 6. Marigold with an impressive 4. And we have Physic on an 11. Alright, let's go ahead and we need to queue up my beastie here. So let me do that real fast. And we'll get his initiative down.
Well, good, Jane. You got it out of the way, right? So
Yeah,
now we
get the
can
bad
roll
rolled out now.
Sure.
Get it
that's
taken
what you
care
think.
of. Alrighty.
I've thought that before as well.
And we have no
Right now.
modifier on initiative, so /GM roll a 1d20. And my beastie is going right there. Alright, so based on what's going on, so the huge creature comes crashing out from the pile of rubble and is looming over the top of poor Rush. Jash, you have the opportunity to react first. What do you wish to do, sir?
Yes, I'm going to say, "Oh, I knew it," kind of under my breath. I'm going to look over and see Rush standing right in front of the scorpion, and I'm going to dash kind of to this side of the scorpion here.
Okay.
And say, "Aye!" and try to get its attention and then attack. So I'm kind of trying to draw.
where
it away
were
as best
you?
as I can. I was here.
Alright, so
Was that too far?
Yeah, you can move 30 feet. You're good. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I
So you
moved just
charge
to
over to the side of it. Alright.
Yep. And then I'm going to attack it.
Yell and holler and swing with your flail
Flail
of
it.
joyousness. Now, because you're medium, and this thing is huge, there's 2 size modifiers different. So you get +2 to hit,
Okay.
and it has a... And technically your AC is 2 higher against it as well.
Okay.
Alright, so let it roll. Let it roll.
Yo!
12 ain't gonna cut it, buddy.
course
Was that
it is.
was that with
Of course
the
it's
plus
not. Of course it was with the +2.
Yeah, so you rush over, swinging your flail wildly, and
That's okay.
demolish a small rock next to the
I was just trying to get
scorpion.
its attention anyways, that's fine.
Hello.
Gotcha.
Alright, Physic.
All right. So I don't know exactly what's happening. I just know it's happening over on the other side of this thing. So I'm gonna reposition myself on the other side of the pillar, ready to sneak back. Oh, claws. Okay.
What the is that?
For a little side note. The spell Call Lightning says it works indoors or underground, just not underwater.
Right.
And the area of effect would be 5 foot wide. This thing's big enough to cover the whole of that. Can I drop
5
lightning
foot?
on this guy? Yeah, but it's a 5 foot wide. Can I drop lightning on this guy without hitting my guys?
Well...
Because I can't see on the screen how big I would just be putting it.
Well,
I guess.
Basically,
So,
so the range, yeah, it's a 100-foot range, right?
Plus 10 per level. So.
And it
50,
calls
50.
down a 5-foot wide, 30-foot long vertical bolt.
Yes.
So you could absolutely call that right on the center of this thing without hitting your friends. Because unlike chain lightning or lightning bolt or whatever, call lightning it descends down out of the heavens. So you can
and then I
definitely
get
do that.
the-
Does like 3d6 points of electrical damage, right?
And I can cast a total number of bolts equal to my caster level it's a per turn thing. So I get 5 of these. Right? Oh no, my caster level is. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
okay.
5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So over the next 5 turns, you can expect the same thing from me.
okay, so you basically do nothing else except hurl down
Well,
Okay, and it gets a reflex
it doesn't
save
take
for
up the-
half.
yep, for
so
half,
go ahead and
so-
populate it in chat so chat can see it.
Yep. Cool. I'm excited because I get to use it.
You guys, I spent all weekend coming up with a plan that my shit initiative just ruined.
New plan. It's all right. New
It's how
plan.
it works.
You know,
You know.
adaptability is the important thing in a survival situation.
Okay, so yeah, it does 3d6 points of electrical damage. It flashes down in a vertical stroke at whatever target you choose, so that's fine. And you can do it for 5 rounds. Each round it gets a reflex save of DC 16 to try to half it. And its reflex save is at +3. Okay, so this first round... It will succeed by the skin of its teeth. So roll 3d6 and it will take half of that.
Alright.
13, so that's 6. Rounded up is 7 damage. Alright, so the lightning bolt
It's
comes
something.
calling down
Sorry.
and strikes near one of its legs. Alright.
That was me, don't panic.
Rush! What do you want to do, Rushy? So
well,
you've
even though
seen-
it's probably too late because everybody just decided
Piled
to
in,
attack
right.
this thing. And this probably wasn't going to work anyway, but I'm going to try it.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, which only works on burrowing animals, though Scorpion is technically burrowing.
Right.
And I'm going to shout, "Friend! Merciful creature!"
Alrighty. So you can comprehend and communicate with animals. You are able to ask questions of and receive answers. It doesn't necessarily make you any more friendly, but it can communicate. So, alright, so you reiterate that, and it replies to you. You have invaded my peaceful home and decided to take it upon yourselves to harm me. To hell with you.
Yep, I figured that would be the reaction.
Alright. Daleth. Oh, no, actually. I should have rolled for the thing, shouldn't I? Because it went after Jash. Alright. Okay, so the creature spins its cycle. Alrighty. It is going to... Its 2 right claws are going to snap in the direction of Rush. Alright, let's see where we're at. Okay, the first one snaps towards Rush and misses. The second one think that's a hit.
Yeah.
Well, you got +3 AC too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right, the
Oh,
huge
Oh my.
claw snaps down on Rush for 14 points of damage.
Ugh.
On the other side, Jash misses.
That's a hit.
And hits.
Yep.
Guys, we're supposed to not get hit by things if we... Guys!
Alright, the second claw clamps down on you for 13 points of damage. The 2 claws doing impressive amounts of pain and arduous clamping down on your physical forms. However, that is not the worst of it. The 2 tails flick up over the side from the rear, one targeting each of you. The first one
Oh my god.
comes clashing down in the direction of Rush.
Oh,
There's an almighty as it smashes into the ground just a couple of feet in front of Rush, sending small stones flying everywhere. The second one finds its mark
oh, Jeff.
as it digs in deep towards our friend Jash. Okay, the pain from the spiked tail does 8 points of damage. However, you must make a saving throw versus poison, my friend.
Okay.
It's
What is
Constitution-based save.
Just a straight con roll?
it's fortitude save.
Whatever your con
Oh,
save
fortitude
is.
save. Oh, so fortitude or con roll? Sorry.
It'll be it's a con-based saving throw, so it'll be fortitude.
Fortitude. Okay, let me re-roll
Yeah,
that.
re-roll it.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
I mean,
boy.
it's technically higher.
Alrighty.
That's awful.
Your Constitution score is zapped by 1 point. Lower your con by 1. As the poison begins to seep through your veins. Alright, so yeah, Daleth.
yeah, I'm gonna use my move to get there. Well, behind Physic, really. And
Brace it on my shoulder.
I don't think I won't, man. Like, I'm gonna take my rifle. Now, here's the thing: I can see Jash, and I can see Rush.
Uh-huh.
I can't see the creature, but I know it's there.
If you physically... So let's have a look here.
Like, I just see darkness.
Yeah, I was gonna have to move up. The next round.
Then you are at -4 to hit, dude, because you're firing blind.
That's what I'm gonna do.
So a -4 to shoot at the thing.
So it's really -2 because of my 2 hit is +2.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make you deaf in one ear, Physic.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh, that damage though. It's painful.
You hit the thing, probably.
What's going on?
Do
here? Work. There we go. All right. All right. Yes.
Gotta have it
Okay.
in
The
there.
bullet hits some chitinous armor, doing 8 points of damage to the creature. Okay. Marigold.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
scream,
see?
"Get back!"
You don't see squat either.
I'll move here. I see it now.
Oh, now I see.
And,
Now we all
um,
see it because she has a light. Yeah.
Yeah, because neither of those two people had actual light, had any kind of torches. So
Oh.
I'm gonna summon a giant celestial fire beetle. Excuse me.
a fire beetle.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Alright.
no, they're gonna be like wrestling. It's gonna be a video.
Yeah, a
and
giant
it will
fire beetle is.
still terrible, but
It's the smallest thing in the world.
it's very small.
It's the tiniest little.
Going
fucking
to
thing.
attack, do a bite. So
Hold on, I'm gonna have to. Give me a second. I gotta find you a fire beetle.
okay.
Well, you summoned 5 of them.
Oh, hang on.
Oh yeah.
First level, you get because you're a higher cleric.
Oh wait, what? I get 5?
Yeah,
Automatically
extra
5,
plan
or do I
yeah,
roll?
because since they're smaller in spell level, you're
Yeah.
higher level, so you get
Yeah.
1d4 plus 1 of them.
Okay, let me do that.
Well, you already rolled. It already rolled. It was-
Is it?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
trying to find
you
some
got 5.
beetles.
Oh wow, cool!
Come on,
5.
where's my beetles?
It's going to surround the thing, and they're all going to attack at once.
I just imagine it's like Beetleborgs, but they're
Oh,
all
Beetles.
flaming.
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
Oh,
like,
let me
Beast
actually
Wars.
do the right number of E's.
Well, so the fire beetle is what, like tiny in size?
They are a small what does it say? Small magical beast.
So
Yeah.
they have a +3 to hit as well
Oh, cool.
because they're so tiny.
All right, here we go. So it's not that big. Let me just shrink this down.
5 of them.
It's too small. Just
And I kind of want
chip
them
away at their legs.
on all sides, you know. Here's the 5th beetle.
Yeah, it's the 5th Beetle. I love that documentary now.
Oh, such a great show.
Okay, there you go.
Wasn't
5
his name
beetles.
Pete?
All right, I'll go ahead and roll
Oh
attack
crap!
for
Hold
them.
on. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
What is happening?
Nope.
So I'll get a
Oh my
plus
God.
size modifier.
And nope. So they do absolutely
No? Oh,
nothing.
Did you give him the size modifier on it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that still doesn't hit.
Wow.
Alright,
Wow.
we need to roll their initiative also. For all 5, I guess. Just
Give
take
me
this
give me
number.
initiative. Put them all at the same time.
Oh my
Dead
god.
last. All right, Jash, you're up.
Oh my god. I'm gonna keep trying to kind of skirt around him to the side here,
Okay.
just to keep trying to pull his attention away, and swing my flail at him again.
Swing my flail, swing my flail. Go for it.
Alright.
Don't forget your +2 to hit due to the
Yep.
size modifier.
Yep.
Maybe I'll wait to finish his character drawings. Oh, solid blow! The flail comes crashing down on the thing's thorax. Okay.
Yes, finally.
Its turn. Once again, seeing as nobody else is engaged, and seeing as the beetles did absolutely nothing, its attentions are still devoted to
Guys!
Rush and Jash. Okay, Rush, Claw 1, Claw 2. I know one hits. Does the second one hit? Or are you okay for that one?
No, they both hit.
Oh, shit. Okay.
What's your AC, Spook?
13.
So it'll be 16 against these dudes.
Shit.
Let's see. And it is 6. 2d8 plus 12. Alright, the 2 claws tear into you, doing 16 points of damage.
Alright, Rush is down.
Alright, Jash. Hit. And also hit. Darn.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
This is scary.
For 16.
Ah!
Alright. Being that you're still up,
Oh, no.
No!
it attempts to skewer you again with the tail, which doesn't
Yes.
hit. Okay, you are automatically, however, because you're already infected. Well, not yet, because it's only 1 round. So, alright. Physic.
Someone heal me, please.
Physic.
Like,
Uh,
bad.
Yeah.
What you want to do against this monstrous beastie?
I'm gonna have to just continue lightning in this guy.
Alright, another
I'm gonna lighten
3d6.
this guy. Yeah. It's my best bet. Okay, just fail it, and it'll
It
be
will do
an amount of
8,
damage.
and it's saved, so it takes
Wow!
4.
Oh god.
Alrighty, more lightning erupts from the ceiling. Daleth.
Start my reloading process.
Alright,
Inch a little close. I'm gonna move 5 feet, but reload otherwise.
okay. Marigold.
Okay.
There and pat him on the shoulder, man.
Yeah.
So Rush is on the ground, and Jash is looking seriously worse for wear.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You gotta see how far everybody is. Alright, I'm gonna go in from behind here and tag rush with a medium.
A cure
Wait a sec.
medium?
Cure moderate. Still learning,
Making it up as
guys.
she goes along. Oh, 20
Nice.
points. Is that
Nice.
right? Let's
Nice.
see. Yeah. An 8
than I
and
could
a
do.
7. Nice roll.
There.
Very nice.
20 points
And then
healed, Rush.
I got 5 feet left to move, so I'm gonna go
By the
back
power
over
of
here.
Tritherion!
I'll be like, back the fuck up, Rush!
I think that was a generous 5 feet, but there you go. But that's okay. Alright, Beetles, do your worst!
Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna do 5d20, and then I'll add 4. I'm just gonna add 4 to those.
Nothing, they all missed. Okay.
19 misses.
Yep.
Damn.
They all
let's
missed.
see. All right.
All right, Jash, you're still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn and run. Because I'm very hurt and no one's helping, so I'm gonna try to run off in this direction.
All right, you incur attacks of opportunity.
I do.
Draw.
I roll tumble for that? Oh no, I guess not. I guess it's not
What's your AC? Can't
21
shield.
with the +2. Oh, so then 19.
Ah, barely. As you flee from the beast, you feel the mighty of snapping pincers merely kind of an inch or two behind the back of your neck.
I'm down no matter what, so.
Wait, it didn't hit you.
Oh, I thought you said it did. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh God,
it was
okay,
incredibly
I ran
close.
and
It got an 18.
gotcha,
Your AC is
gotcha.
19.
Yay.
So yeah, you managed to literally just escape it.
I run over
Just
here
felt
then.
the snatch
And, like, hide.
of its mighty
Hide in the
pincers
corner.
behind you.
Hide and cower in the corner and fear.
Withy. All right, it's its turn. Okay, seeing as it's still not phased by the teeny tiny creepy crawling of the
Damn it.
beetles around it, it scuttles forward towards the only visible target that seems to be a threat. Lady Marigold.
Hello.
Oh, so close to being a crit, but not. Just a hit.
Okay, just the
Okay.
one.
That's
Just the
four.
one. Oh, there's another.
All right, so 2 claws find their mark because it's just you.
You're right.
Because nobody else is standing up there with you. All right, 22 points of damage from the mighty claws.
Okay.
As one of the stingers comes flying over the top, but misses its mark.
Okay.
All right, Physic. Lightning.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. It says I can break action and continue doing this later. So what I'll do is I'm going to pat my buddy here on the shoulder with some cat's grace, so he doesn't miss.
Okay. So you're
I'll
gonna
go ahead
cat's
and roll that.
grace on
Throw that in
Daleth.
the, Yep.
All right, which means you don't get to dump the 3d6 lightning on it this turn.
That's okay. I have a feeling I was going to miss anyway, or he was going to save anyway.
All right, so you get a +4 enhancement bonus to your dex.
Yep. Okay.
Then I see some options here because I need to reposition myself in a way that I can maybe help the other guy get back in the fight. So if I kind of skirt around, he would probably claw me. So I'm gonna.
It's got a 10-foot reach, so
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go around the back of this.
that would be safe.
Yeah, and just kind of out of here.
Okay.
Head over towards.
All right, Rush. I think you're back to conscious, so
Yeah. 1 second.
so basically you're on the ground right now, so you can choose to do whatever you
I'm
wish
gonna-
to do.
Try to roll this way. Oh, did you not hear me?
Okay, yeah, I just didn't see which way you were going. Okay.
Oh, I want
So
to
you're
roll
gonna kind
that
of roll
way.
away from it? Okay.
Do I can still cast? Or
If you're not gonna bother to get up, technically you can.
alright, yeah, I'm not getting up. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Alright, okay. Gives you +4 AC. Alright, Daleth.
Yeah, with feeling
Finish your reroll.
extra nimble, I'm going to stand really rigid and fire my gun.
Okay. Second round of fire from the rifle.
Oh!
Oh! So
Not a
close.
crit, though.
Alright, but it's still 14 points
Oh,
of
thank
damage.
Nice.
Plus 20. That would have been
Nice.
crazy.
Oh,
I know.
So close to a crit. All right, your lead ball smashes into its chitinous carapace, putting a huge crack in the top of it above
Damn it.
where its eyes are.
Man.
All right, Marigold.
I will be withdrawing from combat here. So I'm gonna...
Withdrawal.
Yeah. Wait, let me measure this out so I don't... Okay. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Wall. Oh, wait. No, you're fine. Okay.
All right. Beetles.
My little beetles are gonna rush back around this guy and they're all going to attack.
No.
Oh, sorry, that was. Oh, here's 4 more.
You never fucking hit with these things.
And
Hey!
Hey.
Two
two of them hit.
All right.
Two of them do manage to strike this creature.
2, so that would be 44. Come on,
For a combined total of 8.
Oh.
All right.
Yay!
Okay, the creature is beginning to show signs of wear as its legs are not moving as vibrantly as it was before. You're noticing one of its pincers is kind of like caught in some kind of nervous twitch, and one of the tails doesn't seem to be quite as maneuverable. All right, Jash, as you cower behind the wall.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
All right.
I'm still like death's door at this point, so I'll creep up just a little closer to it, but I'm not gonna run out and engage.
All right,
At this
it's
point.
its turn.
Ah, shit.
As it makes a beeline, or a scorpion line, towards the guy with the rifle.
Got a +6, not here, AC.
What's your AC, including the +2s?
AC is 18 plus 2, so it's 20.
And
So you hit
and
twice.
then the dex bonus?
No, Dex bonus doesn't factor in because I have breastplates.
It can't. Yeah, you can't
It
push
goes
him above
beyond
that.
the threshold.
Dang it.
Okay.
Nah.
I'll let that move.
All right. In that case, you take a combined total of 17 points from the mighty pincers as one of the tails comes wearing down from the heavens above you to attempt to skewer you and barely misses.
Ah,
All right, Physic.
I hate me. I'm going to shout at this thing, be like, "Hey!" And if I can get its attention at all, and once I do, I'm just gonna like point at it and let it do another lightning bolt on him.
All right, 36.
Try and get his attention. And then I'm gonna use my move to
And
not be there.
it saves, so
Oh,
still
every
takes
time.
half of that.
That's fine.
7.
That's fine. As long as I, and then I'm going to inch back a little bit to try and maybe goad him this way.
Okay. All right, Rush.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab my pistol off my belt, but I'm not firing the gun. I'm just gonna be leaned up on my elbows to cast Acid Arrow.
Okie dokie. All right. Ranged touch attack.
20.
That'll get you +2.
Is it just +2? Or is it +2 to my +2?
No, it's
or-
+3 for you actually. +3 for the +3 because of the size modifier.
And base attack bonus and Dex mod.
Yeah. So whatever your BAB plus your Dex mod is, and add 3 to that. No, that's not it. Your acid splash, I'm afraid, did not find its target. Daleth. This thing is like
panicking
looming
'cause
down
this
on top of
thing
you.
is right on me and I'm nearly dead. I'm gonna drop my rifle, draw my hand axe, and take a swing at it.
And wade in. Go for it. Get in there.
Ugh.
Not close enough. Marigold.
This thing is huge. How come we can't hit it? I'm just
Y'all
saying.
are sucking.
we are sucking a lot.
Mhm.
All right,
I
Mary.
am running over. I see a bald man that's wincing in pain, so I run over to him, and I'm gonna cast Cure Serious on him. Oh,
Okay.
look at those rolls.
Look at that.
All right, you heal for 17 points.
Okay.
Beetles, do your worst.
Do 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 do.
Beetles. Beetles.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
No.
Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah, the Beatles aren't doing jack shit, basically. All right, Jash. So you've just been bathed by the light of Tritherion to heal some of your mortal wounds. What do you want
yes,
to do?
I'm gonna give a quick look over to Mary and just kind of give her a nod before I go running back over to attack from right behind this thing. And I should have enough distance to.
I don't think you do. I don't think
No?
you can. I don't think you've got 30 feet.
Oh, I thought I had it just close enough. If not, okay. Tell me where I would end up.
You can end up where you are, but you can end up closer. But it's not going to give you enough range to attack it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to say you've got a flail, right? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say it's so close that you can go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
And you
Thank
would
you.
get a flanking bonus because you've got someone on the opposite side engaged in
Right.
melee with it.
And you
Now-
charged it, so there
And
is
Yeah.
plus a charge, it's +2.
Yes. Is that +2 to attack for the
So
charge?
+2 for the charge, +2 for
Yep.
flanking, +2 for the size modifier, so a total of +6 on what you normally would have.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And you still
oh my
missed.
god.
Serious, dude?
Come on, man.
Are you serious? This
Yeah.
is ridiculous. This is.
Why does this
I'm about
happen
to
to
write
us
the
every single
program.
time?
This is ridiculous. This is bad. I'm not the only one who thinks this is bad.
Nice.
Sorry everyone. Yeah, none for you. Alright, so it's gonna make another attack. Bye Jash. Bye Daleth.
You mean daily? Yes.
Oh,
It stung itself.
Okay.
okay.
All misses!
Right.
Wow.
Oh man.
One of the tails.
Yeah.
Utter patheticness. Okay, yeah, not a single claw nor a spike managed to find its mark. You lucky,
At least
lucky
we
bastard.
all suck tonight.
Alright, Physic.
Wow.
Jeez. Okay. Seeing more people in the fight and how it's going, I'm going to change my course of action and actually move up a little bit to get a better view of the guy as I continue to lay down some lightning law,
Alright. Call lightning.
some little zippy zaps,
13 points.
and he's
But
fine.
it saves again, so 7. Alright, the thing appears to almost be on its last legs at this point. It's kind of dragging itself along by its underlegs. It doesn't seem to have much strength left. Rush.
Alright, I'm gonna try again with Acid Arrow. So that
Alright,
now,
gonna cast Acid Arrow a second time. Go for it.
yeah, so I'm just gonna mumble to myself, heights, claustrophobia, and now I'm afraid of insects too.
Go for it. Acid Arrow, ranged touch attack. And as I said, you get +3 due to the size modifier. There we go!
Nice.
Alright, the Acid Arrow strikes the creature, 2d4 points of acid damage.
Oh wait, okay.
For 6. Okay, the ball of acid lands right at the base of the thing's skull. You see the acid begin to go seep down, burn through the carapace, and drop down into the creature's cranium. It judders for just a moment, like going. And then all of the claws and the tails drop to the side. The thing no longer seems to have any life or movement. It
It's the
seems
worst
to
thing I've
have
ever
been
seen.
destroyed.
Rash, are you okay?
And I don't guess I have.
Oh,
there
I'm
it is.
just great. I'm a little hurt, not too bad.
Oh, little, I saw you go down. You brought me back from the dead. Never done that before.
Alright, so yes, the thing is destroyed.
Just like, you know, trying to act all tough.
I'm glad you're alright.
In with
And
the
Josh.
acid arrow for the kill steal.
Josh, how about you? See
Well,
lots of
Phil-
blood there on you.
Feeling better than I did a few moments ago, but I think we should all have maybe just a little bit of a talk about going down here and the scorpion that I mentioned before we came down here that I said was going to be here.
Right.
Your
The most
insight
useless
is noted
beetles
and
in
a
the world.
valuable asset. Come here, I gotta heal you. I'm gonna turn to Dolph and I'm gonna drop a healing spell on him because he's
Alright.
looking.
Yeah, Dalek
Kinda
does
shaken
not
up.
look pretty good. He just bore a huge onslaught. 9 points of health.
Yay, I'm slightly less than close to death.
Yeah.
Slightly less than close to death.
Just gonna lay there for a little
I'm gonna pick up my rifle and reload it, and then turn to Physic and say, "Was what happened with your other friends similar to what I just saw?"
No.
No, we actually fought with some semblance of strategy, and
You did.
synergy. Some.
Sorry.
Because we just scattered like roaches.
When against a large enemy, it makes some sense, I think. But
Yes. We were much closer together when.
yeah, we need to talk about. I think. I would say staying ourselves in the group, keeping ourselves in a group, so that we don't fan out and leave a
At
weak
once,
point.
and it's not a big deal having to bury the others. Got it. Great idea.
Let's just join the others. I'm gonna go ahead and like scoop myself up under one of the claws, like pass it over and then get through.
I'm just gonna
Step
stay
over the
laying
other.
in the dirt.
I'm gonna do likewise.
Alrighty. Okay.
Suppose there's more of these down here. Like a family.
I don't know. It was pissed that we invaded its territory and attacked it.
That's understandable. Perhaps we should leave this place.
Can I do a nature check on the family values of scorpions?
The family values? Sure.
You know.
Go for
Like
it.
if this would be solitary, because it seems to me as a player it would, but you know,
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions as a player that my character
Yeah.
hasn't rolled.
Typically, scorpions are fairly solitary unless they're in the process of mating, in which case you may find maybe 3, 4, 5 of them together. Usually multiple males and one female. Something this size, though, in this area, probably not likely that there's a bunch of others around. Of course, unless there's smaller, you know,
Hey,
males.
Physic?
Yep.
So, down here there was a disembodied skull thing with magical crystal eyes, and this.
Yeah.
What were they doing living down here together?
I have reason to believe, based on the, as Josh pointed out, the scorpion on the top of the box. I assumed poorly. This is quite a large box, I would say. It seems there may have been a cult here that practiced in a temple that wasn't originally theirs, scorpion worship, and they might have done perhaps some kind of ritual involving creating that big one-eyed goon.
But
Do we really care?
Alright, Jash, lose another 6 points of constitution.
ooh,
Ugh.
ooh,
Constitution or health?
Constitution.
Ooh, okay.
You dropped 1 from the poison before, and you just dropped another 6. You're down 7 points.
Okay.
You feel like warm doo-doo
Yeah.
as the poison is really starting to zap your strength, and you're starting to feel like crap.
Yeah, so I'll kind of drop to one knee, be like, hey, I'm not feeling so good. One of those stingers hit me, and
I'm going
someone
to,
maybe help me out.
Kneel down and cast another Cure Light, not really understanding what's
Okay.
wrong with him.
All right.
I'll run up to the
scorpions are
tail.
poisonous,
It heals
right?
8 points of hit points of damage. Doesn't do
Yeah.
anything for your lost con.
Okay.
What's wrong? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Like-
I feel like it's coursing through my body.
You're white as a sheet. It could be just your bald head.
The
No,
poison took. The poison definitely took.
Poison.
Yeah, he's got it bad. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Shoot, I didn't think we'd run into a scorpion today.
I told you we were going to run into a scorpion today.
You told me after I'd made my prayers. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Shoot. And I'm going to quickly take a vial and just take a little bit of the poison, knowing that's the first step in making an antidote, and then question what to do next.
Okay.
Well, can we put our alchemy knowledge together to figure that out?
We could maybe do a joint potion craft or something to.
One of you gets to roll, and the other one gets to do an assist, which gives you a plus.
Well,
I could
Plus two on
you
the skill.
actually have points into alchemy
Yeah.
more than I would, so I'll assist.
If you don't have points in alchemy, you can't assist.
I do.
Okay, then you can. Yeah.
I just figure he has more.
Yep.
Probably. I mean, I took it as a.
So I'll assist.
I took potion craft, I think, as a.
Ashaf, thanks for the resub, buddy. 12
you.
months of joyous resubbery.
Hey,
Take your
man.
pants off, hit the hype. 1 year for you, Chief.
Thank you.
As they're doing that, I'm gonna
Okay.
say to Physic, didn't you say you saw the face of your god before we came into here?
Yeah, this was originally part of his temple, and it was obviously used, and then this would be with the added craft.
Okay. So yeah, you've got a sample of the poison. You could definitely go to work on making an anti-venom, but you'd need additional ingredients that you just don't have right now.
None of the nonsense I picked up then.
No, you don't have anything that would lend to
Because I
this.
had my general kit with me, but yeah. Okay. What would I need?
You would need some
poison
kind of
glands?
anticoagulant. You would need, some kind of.
Anticoagulant. No, that would be a coagulant. Hold on.
Physic, could we go up above and possibly search, or would too much time pass?
If we can keep him stable in the meantime, we have a healer here. If you can do that, then it's possible, yes. We should probably move quickly. And I'm going to start making my way for the door then.
Okay.
Don't move him unless you absolutely have to.
What is your constitution at, Matt?
It is.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't tell us.
I wouldn't know, but it's. I'm hurting.
Okay.
He feels unhealthy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run after Physic because he's tiny.
Yeah,
I'm
I-
gonna
I-
help. I'm gonna help Josh up and
As
Have
I
him
leave,
lean on
I'm
me.
gonna say, bring him to the stairs.
I'm
Alright.
crossing these vines. Do these vines would I know? And you find them?
Josh, I'm taller than you, so I can help.
Sadly,
How tall are you?
if they were already in here.
What?
Oh, my 6? Okay, you got me. All right. Let's go.
Okay, and then make our
Right,
way.
so you guys are making your way to the door. Okay.
I don't know where I'm going, so I assume this way.
Up the stairs,
I'm
and
on
it's-
you, so.
It's closed,
I
so
mean-
I'm gonna need help opening it.
Wherever it
Is it
was.
still closed at the door?
Yeah,
probably.
it closed.
So you're gonna see me put my shoulder to it and start like pushing at it hard to hopefully move it.
All right, yeah. I mean, it appears to be nothing more than like a small deadfall trap that was like triggered to it to like drop down inside that allowed that pulled the lid with it. So it's not a hard thing to open up at all. With a little bit of pushing and shoving, it's very easy for you to push it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna hoist Physic out of the hole once it's large enough, just so he can start.
Okay.
It's familiar.
I'm gonna follow.
All right, I'm making my way right to the nearest shrubs.
As we go, Daleth is like,
You think there's natural garlic or fish or?
Oh shoot! I mean, I have tadpoles, but that's not. Yeah, that's not gonna.
If only we knew a fisherman.
Daleth, what are we looking for? What are we looking for? So I can try to look as well.
Well, what are we looking for?
We're looking for
you
anticoagulant.
need some kind of, basically you've got the anti-venom. You're going to want some kind of, anticoagulant. You're going to want something that's going to kind of help it, like, transverse in through the bloodstream. I mean, a dozen things that you don't know what's down here. So what would you, it would be very difficult for you to tell somebody else what to look for because you really don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to say. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things that either I see it or I don't.
All right, so I'm just gonna.
But you wouldn't know what natural blood thinners were.
I mean,
he might
would
know
know
some
that,
things
yeah?
if he saw it. Yeah.
But the odds of seeing it like immediately,
Yeah.
and be like, and knowing which ones to list off, and the odds that you would actually see it, like, it's. So I guess I'm gonna put on my goggles of minute seeking, and I'm searching this place.
I guess I'll help look.
I'm just gonna stay near Josh and keep an eye on him
All right.
and heal him whenever it seems like he's dying.
Heal him when it seems like he's dying.
Yeah, when I see his eyes turn bloodshot and he goes, ugh.
And he lays on the ground and spits blood up, and purple veins
When
go
you're
through him like
Every
Joffrey.
Every time he coughs up blood, you heal him and put the blood back. Okay,
Alright.
so yeah, I guess I'm rolling to seek it out, right?
Yeah.
Should I roll a
Divide
nature
conquer.
check first, or
So what are
just,
you?
like, see if-
So you're gonna scour the area?
Yeah, I'm like taking the ones I would know in mind to be, reasonable, and I think I'm doing more of like a search in places I would understand it would be.
You're looking for water to
Yeah,
find fish and.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can tell you, you find absolutely nothing that seems to be water or liquid around here. Nothing at all.
Awesome.
There's no. I mean, all these ruins and stuff like that. It's as dry as a bone around here.
But we are sweating, right?
No, but we were looking for fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we're just looking for anything that would help be an anti-venom at this point.
Okay.
No, if we were looking for anticoagulants,
An anticoagulant.
it would be like garlic and ginger and.
Yeah, a lot of roots. So
Give me a
it's either nature or search.
Well, technically it's herbalism, but you don't have it, do you?
Well, technically no, but that's where I didn't take it. Is that a
Right.
profession?
Well, herbalism
Oh,
is.
I thought it was under alchemy. My bad.
No, herbalism
Yeah, I
is different than alchemy. Alchemy is blending ingredients together for a kind of result. Herbalism is understanding what herbs do and the value of herbs.
That would have been a profession.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know, so I didn't do it.
But
I just put it all into nature.
You can
instead
you
because-
can make a nature check. You're just going to need a lot higher roll. Go
Okay.
for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
This is where it dies.
Yeah, you look all over the place. You find nothing in this vicinity that would even give you any hopes of achieving what you want to achieve. It's about now that you're starting to think that magic is the answer, but
Yeah.
neutralized poison is something you don't have.
Is there a way I could? Can I switch up my spells, or because I can't once I'm prepared
Only
for the
after
day?
only after 8 hours of complete rest.
Can we keep him stable that long?
Not if we're not healing his constitution. Once his constitution reaches 0, he's dead.
That's a very strange way of putting someone dying of poison, but I understand. Shoot. What are we? I don't think I have anything in my bag that would work. I have a potion. I have a potion dilutant, but that would.
I'm gonna cast something on him temporarily.
Okay.
Let me click my guy. It is Bear's Endurance. Just to make him feel better for a second.
Well, that at least gives him an additional 4-point Constitution bonus for 5 minutes. So yeah, he'll feel a little better for a few minutes.
Okay.
I have a stupid question that I already know the answer to, but I'm going to ask it anyway. My oil flasks that I have, that wouldn't happen to have fish oil in it, would it?
No.
Damn.
No, not fish oil. I will say this, he doesn't seem to have gotten any worse in the last 10 minutes that you've been searching everywhere.
That helped, Josh.
Yeah, I guess I'm just
feel
gonna
a bit
come
better.
back. I'm gonna come
Well,
back
that's-
without having much on me because we couldn't find anything, and
How much better?
A bit. Not fully, but
On
I
this
feel
chart of
better than I did
smiley
about 5 minutes
faces,
ago.
which one are you from 1 to 10?
about a 7.
I don't know, Physic, if you can help him after you rest, then you need to get to resting, is all I know.
yeah.
Hopefully he won't get worse before you can make him better.
Somebody break that damn scorpion. I'm pointing at the thing on the lid. I'm just gonna sit over here next to the thing and start relaxing.
Physic, you're right. You need to rest, but do you really want to be up here to do it? Because
If he's up here, then I need to be able to help him the moment I'm ready.
well, we could all be back down there.
It'd be safer. We've already cleared out the
You
threat.
want to go
right?
back down there? I mean,
Well, we cleared it out. The threats.
Yeah, it's
We
did we though? Because there was a lot of spaces we hadn't
Yes.
checked yet.
yeah. But there are a lot of places we did, and there are a lot more places out here we haven't. I'd say it's probably safer in the pit.
Just right by the
I don't
stairs.
know why I keep listening to you people, and I'm gonna start walking back down in there.
Yeah.
So you guys want to go back down into and rest down by the steps?
Yeah, I'm gonna help Josh move down, and as he's moving, I'm going to go ahead and just give him another heal spell because I feel like piss about this whole situation.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, it'll heal hit points, but
Yeah, it's all I know. You know, sometimes all you know is all you know.
all right. Okay. So you all go to the
Okay,
base.
Why can I only see as though I'm Marigold but not Physic? Where'd my guy go?
Are you
Don't
still up
know.
top?
Or are we stacked? Are we stacked? No, I'm just Okay, yeah, we were stacked, but
There you go.
I still control Marigold from last time. So, okay, there you go.
Oh yeah. Let me fix that marigold control problem.
So that was to heal him up a little bit. I think the safest room is the one over here.
And there you go.
With the huge skeleton.
Yeah,
Little
with the
side
huge
room.
skeleton.
So I'm gonna go to this wall and
Okay.
just stare at the giant skeleton as I sit down with my gun next to me.
Alrighty. Okay. So, what's your game plan? Just kind of rest up as best you can.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. First watch would be probably Marigold to keep him stable.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just slump up against the little crypt here and just kind of.
Okay.
Hang in there.
And kind of as I'm settling down, I'm just gonna Dalek, you're definitely right. We need to work on our synergy here. And Jash, sorry about the scorpion.
Well, I'm feeling better. I'm gonna pull my finger up just as hard as I can, but it's really heavy. You and I are gonna have a little bit of a talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna look between the two.
I'm just gonna slump back down, just trying to conserve energy.
All right.
Rush, where are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sort of keeping a lookout to make sure that nothing attacks us, comes up on us. Probably working on Jerusha, giving her some maintenance.
All right.
I couldn't see where you guys were on the map, so I was worried that you were gone again, and then a scorpion would attack, and we'd all die.
So I think we're gonna rest for 8 hours.
Yep.
Okay.
Gore.
All right. Oh, well, nothing's going to bother you down here, for sure. So you do get 8 hours of rest.
Yeah.
Your
I like how you say
constitution
that like
damage-
it's just a full-blown conclusion that why would anything bother you here?
Hey, why not? After 8 hours of rest, you will heal 8 points of constitution damage as the poison slowly wears out of your system.
All right.
So I think that's probably all of it.
Yeah, that puts me back to normal.
So by the time he wakes up, he's not feeling anywhere near as bad as he was.
Perfect.
Everyone mind coming in here? I say that in the morning when we all wake up.
Or whatever time it is.
Or start stirring. Like stirring from our rest.
Right?
Marigold?
Where are you?
Yeah, we're all in the.
We're over here.
Okay, cool. Yes.
Well, we're all new together, so we all have different views about what we should do. Just, I'm used to a little bit more understanding of everybody, so I figured we could use this time in the morning before we venture on, I don't know, to get some things that we might want to say out in the open.
Yeah, you're gonna see me walk over to Physic and put my arm down and pick him up and hold him up if I can to face level.
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna fight it at this point. I feel so bad about everything.
Well, even though I probably agree with what Jash is about to say, Physic's my homeboy, so... what?
And I'm gonna hold Physic up and just I'm gonna say, there's a couple things that were on my mind when I was lying over there with poison coursing through my body. And the main thing was this. Maybe you don't know as much as you think that you do about the area out here. You mentioned something about your guard saying this was safe when there was clearly a scorpion etched into the door of this place, which common sense would say that there's a scorpion down here. But you were so sure that there was no problem that would be safe down in this area. Not only did we find a giant scorpion, we found a floating egg that shot magic at everybody. So maybe, instead of thinking that you know everything about the area, you should maybe ask us first what we think before storming off and in head first.
You think
I'm
I
gonna
think
back
I know
up actually
anything
because I
about
kind
this?
of agree with everything he just said. So
You think I know anything about this? I was just... This is your first time down here, and this is what you walk into. Understand, this is what we did too, and I was just trying to put down some sense of security and give you a sense of maybe this guy knows something of the world, because then you have some degree of confidence coming down here, and frankly, if fearing groups leads to chaos, and chaos leads to a whole lot of death, so I don't want to see that for us, and I just wanted to give you a sense of some security that maybe you have some guy who knows a little bit about what's going on down here, and you aren't just going to die straight out. I'm sorry if that came across the wrong way. I have
think he
people
means the
issues.
fact that we were obviously not all of us were comfortable with this, and
I will just say this. I was not expecting a floating skull head thing, and I'm going to point across for me at the big
Joe
skeleton.
Colton resub 30 months. Much love, buddy.
Hey, Joe, thank you.
Thank you.
I wasn't sure about the square. I mean, look, think about this. We're in an enclosed area with a lid that Jash can barely fit through. Who would have thought that there'd be gigantic things down here that were
We
alive?
built a giant
I
magic
did.
the other day.
But not down here outside, which is why I was okay with physics saying we should come down here, because at least down here we have some control.
Sense. Yeah, it seemed to follow some logical
But not
sense.
all of us were okay with it.
If we wait for everyone
it's
to
no
always be
safer
okay
up
with
there.
everything.
It's not safer up there. It's not safer anywhere we go. So I would rather have walls between me and things than an open space that they could just attack us from
You'd
any
rather-
angle.
You'd rather have walls so that a scorpion can trap us down here in its lair.
Oh, and it's fair. In all fairness, we did invade its lair,
And we did trap it, if I seem to recall.
and
And
it's
what did
now
we
dead.
think? Cece was just going to be down here? No.
Well, we had to rest for the night, Marigold. I would rather be down here at night than up there, because apparently up there is no safer, from what
It's
Physic and Rush were telling me.
Certainly not safer up there. We weren't attacked tonight because we cleared everything out tonight. And now we know about this place. We have a safe spot to return to on the way back.
And at this point, Josh, I would set Physic back down on the ground and take a couple steps back.
So, democracy? The majority wins?
Well, yeah, I would assume that we all value each other's input here. It's just,
It didn't really feel like that before when we came down here.
well, the understanding there was among us who would know the most about a crypt belonging to my god.
Who understood that?
Well, there's a slab up there with his face. I gotta look at it.
I didn't see
So
anything.
you understood it. Those of you that wanted to come down here, but there were a couple of us that weren't so sure, and our opinions weren't valued at all.
It's not that they weren't valued, it's
They were just ignored.
we talked about it before coming down here. If
Our opinions were pushed to the side.
All I know is that when that thing attacked us, we scattered. And I understand it was large, and I understand, but it got to attack us using all of its pincers and most of its tails. One person getting the brunt of it. And I understand, Josh, you were wounded and poisoned, which I'm sorry. And Marigold, you were trying to heal and keep things alive. But if it had hit me at that last part, I would be dead right now.
What did you
And
want me
Josh-
to do about that? I ran up because it was about to get the little one. I was trying to save
And
everyone.
that's-
We're
that
getting
is
raided
fine.
by
For that,
TikToks. Thanks
I'm
for that, dude. Appreciate
Honestly
it. Welcome,
surprised
Raiders.
that all of you didn't just run and leave me there.
Well, why? The point is, you were wandering alone out of our eyesight, Rush.
I wasn't out of your eyesight.
I could barely see you. You're tiny, and I didn't have a light source.
So I have to stay within everyone's eyesight?
well, in a place like this where we can't see past,
Wouldn't you?
Oh, perhaps we should all have buddies. A buddy system. I know there's an uneven number of us, but the
2 can count as one.
yes, that's what I was
pointed at the
going to
small
say.
one.
2 counts as 1.
Marigold, that's actually a really good idea. There are buddy systems when I was in training. It's how we watch out for each other. Let's do that.
all right.
Can we call it? Or do we have to draw straws?
I would want to get a
Okay,
short
Josh.
straw.
Well,
Yeah, who wants one
well,
buddy?
wait. My regiment was pitted against the people they liked the least, so they could get the strongest bonds. But I have a feeling I'm overwhelmed with this group.
If you think I'm gonna buddy up with him after all this, no, mate. Sorry,
Oh, I love
not
it.
gonna happen.
But it does help draw the strengths, draw out the weaknesses by forcing us to look out for the people we have issues with the most.
We just need one healer in each group, so that's Physic and me. So I'll pair up with Jash, and Physic pairs up with the other two.
I think it would help if we all had a little bit of a common ground to go on. I think we're getting something, but I don't know about Cece, as you call her. I don't know much about her. I just know that we were kind of put up against this for maybe our own reasons, but can I just put this out there? I hate the nobility. I want them all dead.
Well,
Well, I have
a
certainly
little
many things to say about
much.
nobility. I don't want them dead, but I would like them barely alive.
And able to pay.
They
Yeah, that'd be good.
have ruined this whole city.
So you just lump all the nobility into one group.
They're
Yes,
part of a
they are
sickness.
greedy.
They're part of a sickness.
What about the nobility that was born into that situation?
I have a feeling that if you were born into a situation that thrives on the suffering of many individuals and you couldn't see
Thanks
past
for the
yourself,
sub, buddy.
to
Yes,
recognize
you're assuming
that
that all of the nobles feel that
Thanks for the
way.
sub, bud. Much
Well,
love.
listen.
Take your pants
Rush.
off. Hit the hype.
I was born into that nobility. I saw it firsthand, and I believed in it for so long. And eventually that facade shattered. I think anyone who has half a brain will be able to see it. Cece, she was a little bit different, but I think there's hope for her to see from my side. So I think...
There could be others like you.
Wait, you, Marigold.
Yes,
you,
the children, yes. They shouldn't...
Marigold, you
blamed.
were a noble.
Yes, clearly, look at me.
Well, I mean, yes,
Clearly,
you
I've
square
eaten
your
my
shoulders.
fill.
Well, you square your shoulders, sure, but you don't slump like most Azumirians. But
Excuse me.
you're not now, so.
No.
And Physicure
disgrace.
hates the nobility of which you were. Well, there's common ground right there.
We all hate the nobles, is that...
And Jash wants to be paid by them.
That's
I don't
it.
hate the nobles.
And I'm like Jash in that sense. Less about payment, but more about other things.
What all the things?
It's not worth getting into, but I'm of a similar sentiment. I do not want to see all the nobility die. Not necessarily.
I think many of them are ignorant and they need to change their ways, but I don't hate them.
Right. Well, I just wanted to get that out there, so we could maybe have a conversation like people instead of like a bunch of people all trying to survive more like animals and barking at each other. I don't know.
They're worse than animals.
Well, all I can say is, if we're fighting something larger than us, we need to give it as many targets as possible and not break that, because then they'll just focus on us one by one.
Well, I tried, but turns out fire beetles are a bit weak.
So the fire beetles were not a bad idea,
It
Marigold.
was a good idea.
They were fine, but Jash was right to do what he did, and then we didn't back him up. And I tried with shooting, but I'm no good in melee and close combats. I mean, I'm pitiful. I mean, look at us, and I'm gonna kind of saddle up against Jash, and you're gonna see the muscular difference between the two of us. And it'd be like
Little noodle arms.
the noodle arms come out, and
I believe Josh demonstrated earlier why I'm not so comfortable getting up close and personal with the enemy.
well,
I'm kind of small.
You are, but I imagine you have great power behind those little tiny hands.
When I get the fingers wiggling, it gets the job done.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
I can't
What?
go into
Thinking
close
about the
combat.
helping hand, now about ready to cry.
I don't mind going up into close combat, but in the situation, there were 4 different... I didn't want those pincers, you know? I thought maybe I could do better damage from afar.
none of us wanted to be close to that. But of us, I'd say the two bearing the shields might be best to work the defensive.
Absolutely, that's why I went up there in the first place.
And I appreciate your bravery to an end which you probably can't fathom. Because it rivals my cowardice, actually. But you did the right thing. I think we all started on a good foot, and then we quickly turned our good foot in a different direction.
Well, and I'll only say this once more. Rush, perhaps you can see that we didn't start on a good foot because we weren't all together. Is that just one thing you can just acknowledge?
Helping foot now.
Will it help the whole group have some sort of cohesiveness if I just take all the blame and say that I walked off and I shouldn't have?
I'm not saying it's all your fault, but I'm saying we were split from the get-go.
If it helps, I will say that.
Look,
I just don't want to continue on this journey at each other's throats.
This is all a learning experience. We're figuring this out day by day, and every day we seem to be getting a little bit more comfortable down here. We're comfortable enough now to have these hard conversations about group morale. I couldn't imagine doing this on the way down, which was assisted this time around, but I think as we continue, and if we keep careful and work to adapt to each other's strengths, weaknesses, etc., which again comes with time which is not very much allowed down here, other than you guys know we have a year to do this, right?
What?
They gave us a year deadline, as per se.
Just bear in mind that every single day that transpires is a day less likely that she's alive. But beyond that, it's like a year.
Physics. Let's build a fucking house and camp.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm getting at here is there's time for us to. We do have the time to learn, and we're going to have the time as we take our journey. That we can't expect to be a cohesive group, and I'm going to look over to Rush and just kind of like give a nod like we had, but we can't be expected to have a cohesive group on day 2. I think we're building ourselves up for that.
But we have a marching order. Why don't we just turn the buddy system into those marching orders? You get Jash and Physic up front, Marigold in the middle, kind of being for both, and then Rush, you and me in the back, and we'll, two buddies with Marigold being a floater.
All right.
And then that we keep our marching orders, but we also look out for each other in the buddy system sense. Marigold,
I'd
you
like
use
to
your
make it clear
discretion.
that I would not float in the water. Just
Right.
FYI, sink right to the bottom.
Okay, very good. Josh, just really quick, would it make you feel better? And I feel it might make me feel a little better. Would you like to throw me?
No, that would not make me feel better at all.
Why not? It's a fun time.
No.
No, we punt gnomes. We don't throw gnomes. We punt.
I'm actually gonna start laughing hysterically because I thought that Jash would be the one I had problems with, but I agree with just about everything he says. So.
I mean, it's more for I'm thinking a combat scenario where I might be able to navigate more freely if I were to be thrown. If we knew how far you could throw me, but
trust
fair
me,
enough.
I could throw you pretty far. If the time comes for that, I'll make it happen.
I look forward to it. What? I'm just looking at the group like.
And I guess my only other question, which I sort of got an answer with already, is the fights that you lost your 3 friends. You were grouped together, but it all fell apart. What happened? I mean, did you guys just not see cover, or?
No, we didn't. So originally, the ambush appeared to be a smaller number. They led in with a small group of orcs bearing bows and shooting over a wall. We kind of presumed that those were our attackers. and we went to face them. The fisherman among us, she is good at attacking from behind and sneaking up and dealing a lot of damage. Thought maybe to sidewind, and I, upon seeing that there were more, went to support. We ended up splitting the party up that way, and because of that, we dealt significant damage, but didn't drop anything. And they quickly dropped us.
Okay.
So-
Larger thing, more targets on our side, larger, small group against us. Funnel them,
Yeah. Funnel and condense.
and maybe retreat a little bit. I mean,
Retreat.
I could share some
Yes,
of my
retreat.
fencing techniques with you folks. If that would perhaps help.
Please, why don't you? Enlighten all of us.
Josh, I noticed with the flail you do happen to miss a lot, so mate, I suggest more of a thrust when you go towards
Thrusting with a flail.
Thrusting with a flail.
You just weakly go. You
Love it.
thrust forward and just another turn. Parry, parry backward.
Harry, yes. Very good. Keep
Two
going.
things that flails
Name
are
one
great
more
at:
time.
thrusting and parrying.
No, do nice feint.
Love it.
Wow, you know you're starting that fencing.
I do.
I'll just cock an eyebrow over at Marigold, look at him and go, yeah, all right, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Just saying, it's helped me a lot, and I haven't quite got the courage to attack any of these monsters with my own sword yet, but I will.
You like somebody who knows how to thrust, Marigold?
There he is.
I'm gonna look at you and like blush because apparently you kissed me at one point.
Yeah, that was last stream. You missed it.
does Marigold remember being kissed while under that spell, or no?
No, while she was under the charm, she remembers everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, romance.
Later, Rush. I am a priestess, and I must be respected.
I'll respect you.
In the morning. Will you respect me in the morning? That's the question. We're going to take a short break right there. So, yeah, that's appropriate time. We will be right back. You've kind of been convalescing down here underneath the under the ground and trying to recover. Okay. What do you want to do?
Set up my spells for the day.
Okay. So you have a quiet chat with Obad High. I'm assuming that Marigold is going to have a chat with Tritherion.
Ask him why he let us down here when there was a giant-ass scorpion here.
I don't think he did. I think y'all did that.
Yeah, but
Can't
by
blame your
extension,
deities
it's
for
just
that
an
bad for
extension
your
of
bad
Obadiah, so-
decisions.
I might have gotten a little too excited, okay?
I mean, like, when his face appeared, he could have been like, Physic, do not go down into
You have to understand, I haven't seen anything really for him since I left my hometown, so... Yeah. It's been some years. Seeing it down here is kind of cool. Still setting up spells. I don't know what to... That's the hardest thing about this, is choosing druid spells.
Ah, you never know what you're going to need, do you? That's the point.
I
Yeah.
feel you. That's how I felt with Cordelia. It was like there were so many spells to choose from, and it was like, what's going to be useful? And
Gotta
most
keep
of the
'em
time, the
guessing.
one spell you really needed that time is one of them you didn't pick.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun thing with situational spells, isn't it? You don't need them very often, but when you do, it's like the one spell that's perfect, but you just don't have it. Okay.
Oh, like when we ran into that spider, I was like, because I'd actually taken the one to make it blonde.
All right. Okay. So, yep, you spend the time in the morning to say your prayers, to do your religious doctrines. Once that
Do
is
push-ups.
done, push-ups. Yep. Pump that scorpion venom out of those veins.
Get it going and sweat it out.
Okay. Shall we continue east?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So once again, you're going to emerge back upstairs above the Lost Tome. Oh. Okay.
This is a little random, but I have to point out, in the spell that Physic casts to cure light wounds, I just like the wording. When you laying your hand upon a living creature, you channel positive energy that cures 12 health. It makes it just like, good job, buddy. Positive energy.
All
That's
good
right.
vibes
It's
here.
definitely
all good vibes.
Pro.
You are a valuable member of the community.
Okay.
You have many talents and abilities.
Yay.
All right.
I still have one more of those to pick.
So I look at.
Winston?
It says west.
Yeah, march. Remember, everyone, marching order, marching order. And I look over at Dale, kind of shoot him a look, and go in front.
I'm just gonna nod as he passes.
What's the new marching
Shoulder
order?
slumped. You in the middle, Physic behind Jash, Rush in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you're going
gotta-
Jash, Physic, Marigold, Rush, Daleth. Is that right?
Yeah. And as we start walking, Daleth is gonna get close to Rush's ear, and I'm gonna say, "You're welcome."
All right.
I'm just gonna nod.
Okay. Well, you guys begin to travel eastwards once again through the dark, damp forest. It's early morning, which means there's glimmers of light shining through the trees above, but just like always, you don't really get to see a whole lot down here. You can see, but everything is kind of like dark and dingy at best. Alrighty. You travel on probably for about 3/4 of the day. It's late afternoon by the time you start to get a little bit closer and you begin to hear a sound in the distance.
Oh shit! Daleth is immediately gonna react and wrap his gun and his powder in the plastic weatherproofing not a thing. He's gonna wrap it in the
I'm assuming we heard
weatherproofing.
thunder,
Sounds like
because I still can't hear for roll 20, so I'm assuming it was
sounds
thunder.
like water.
Oh well, I'm still panicking and packing everything.
It's just a river.
Oh, it's a river, not thunder. Okay.
A babbling brook.
Yeah, Marigold. Water doesn't work well with my weapon here.
Alright. Yeah.
We needed fish.
As you get closer and closer, you can hear the sound of water long before you can see it.
Yeah, good question, Rush. That would have been. Alright.
I would slowly kind of make my way. Is this going down, or is it just
No,
going back?
yes, you can actually, from where you are, you cannot see the water at this point.
Okay.
You can definitely hear it.
Okay. Minding the vine there, can I see how
Alright.
far up do I have to go to be able to
Okay,
see down?
so it looks like the water pretty much has dug itself a pretty deep ravine through the forest floor. It's a good 15 to 20 feet down to the water. The water is incredibly fast flowing. It's rapids that are kind of like traveling northwest to southeast. In various different places, it is crushing over rocks. And generally speaking, does not look to be a particularly safe place to cross.
Any bright ideas, guys?
We could continue upstream and it would get narrower, or downstream and it would fan out.
I'm gonna look at the vines and the trees, or we could build a bridge.
Walk over a tree.
It's about 20 feet across, so you would have to create a 20-foot bridge plus support.
Let me check my pocketbook of spells that I just put in, and I should remember. Nope, didn't take any of the ones that would be useful here. Perhaps it gets easier to cross at a certain point. If we must build a bridge of some sort, then we'll build a bridge. But here, this is... I'm gonna peek over, it's like, I mean, it's tall for me, but this is high for you too, right?
How far down is it, actually, from where we are? To
About 15 feet down to the water.
And
about 15
wide.
feet up on the other side as well. Which
If
means
someone's
if you
good
did
with
get in the
throwing a
water,
grappling
there's
hook.
no, easy way out of it.
If someone's good at throwing a grappling hook, perhaps we can attach it to this tree and have the rope attached over here somewhere, and then we could just pull ourselves across the rope.
Amelia's good. Oh, sorry guys.
I don't think anyone can physically throw a grappling hook that far.
When people
It's quite a
describe
bit.
things as physically, it just...
I got it. Then we tie a rope to Physic, and then we let Josh throw him. He asked him to throw him earlier. He said he could throw him pretty far.
Can you
And then
throw
I'll
a
just climb
gnome
up the other
20 plus
side.
feet? Ah.
and then if I don't make it all the way across, I can climb up the other side, and then we can tie it off. And then I'll be attached to a rope, and I'm just a gnome, so if I'm flying away and
So-
I can't... That's not actually a terrible idea.
How heavy is the grappling hook?
Yeah, 40 feet's not that crazy far.
It's not crazy far. The gym, thanks for the cheer, bud.
Josh,
it's
you
not
did say you
crazy
could throw a
far. The
gnome
question is,
I did.
if you
I can.
snag the
Same
tree
thing
with
as
the grappling hook and tie it on the other end, you're looking at from here to here. Oh, let me go ahead and measure this out. Why is it doing that? Stop. Okay, you're looking at 60 feet. That rope is gonna bow pretty damn deep over a 60-foot. The rope isn't gonna stay taut on a 60-foot.
I was thinking of just sticking the grappling down my gun and firing it, but that's not.
That's not.
I
gonna
thought
work,
about that
no.
too, but I figured it wouldn't work.
How would that possibly?
That's
work?
not a thing.
The first Batman invention.
You mean we can't take a bullet and tie the grappling hook to the bullet and then shoot the bullet with the rope? No, that's not going to work.
With total accuracy.
Best accuracy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Bullet. Okay.
Should probably see if maybe there's a better point. Maybe head north of here.
Yeah, I'm not
'cause
saying you can't cross here, but
it doesn't look
Okay.
reasonable.
I could. I don't want to do this, but I could attach a rope to Jerusha, weigh her down, and have her walk across the bottom of the river.
Oh, shit.
Probably get swept away, right?
That's why I weigh her down.
I mean, yeah, the river is pretty fierce.
Okay. Which way is most likely to have a passable place? North or south?
Well, the river's flowing south from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so north would narrow out. The stream would get younger. It would break into tributaries. South, it would start to fan out, possibly if it hits obstacles, and there might be a place where it shallows out or becomes more of a pool, which, frankly, I don't think many of us are suited for swimming across a pool. So I think north might be a better bet.
Okay, because
Well, you're
Rush-
if you go north, you're probably at least 3 to 4 days to the mountains going northwards. And that is obviously where this is going to
Okay, so
come
it's not
from.
multiple feeds then. Okay. So then it would be south then, in that case. Shoot. I don't like that. Okay.
So we going south then.
Yeah. South's probably our better bet then.
All right.
Okay.
I'll start leading the way here again.
Okay.
Man, all the rivers I deal with are small, Gore. I'm not used to this.
Sorry. Alright, so you guys start basically following the river to the southeast.
Also, guys, keep a sharp eye out. Things like to come to water to survive. Just putting that out there.
Okay, well, you travel several more hours and it's beginning to get dark. The thing is here, of course,
Why not everything else down
there's
here
a
is
river, which means there's actually a visible view of the sky, so you can actually get more daylight here.
Let's
Wonderful.
Some good old visible views.
let's go until we can't go, right? I mean,
Okay.
See?
All right, so you're going to kind of push on until it starts to get like too dark to see.
I mean, we're still technically heading the right direction
Yeah.
if it's running on this angle, so once we find a more suitable crossing.
and we kind of went northeast out of the ruins, right? So
Yeah. So,
And we're not drowning, so I'd say that's 3 wins.
Yay, we're not drowning.
It's so blue now.
Ooh!
It's pretty.
All right, so you continue to follow the river. It's beginning to get a little... it's getting pretty dark out, but there is some moonlight that still kind of glistens on the water. You've noticed that the water has definitely slowed down considerably. It's no longer the fast-running rapids that it was. It's now more of just a... I mean, it's still running, but nowhere near what it was before. The banks are also getting a little bit lower to where the water is only probably 5 to 6 feet below the banks from where you are currently.
There was a bridge there.
Yes!
And
I don't
Gore,
know
this
why I'm so, elated by that. But yes, there was a bridge.
and this is still southeast, right? It's. I mean, it.
Well, you're going more...
Or is it
This
now
you're going
Greece?
more directly kind of east here. But
Okay,
Josh, might want to slow down up here.
got it.
Yeah. So let's take a
last-
look at the.
But it
data
looks
here.
like ahead the water kind of like turns to go south. So at some point you're going to have to cross over to get to the other side one way or the other.
Got it. Okay.
I only say because last time there was something like this that was obviously civilized. It was a trap, and we paid for it. So
Down here, I'm just going to assume everything's a trap. So do you think something lives in there?
not so much lives in it, but there might be some kind of
On
trip
it?
line or. Well, if it lives on it, it's not here right now.
Rush is gives her a look. That's a good thing you're pretty.
Is there such thing as invisible creatures? I don't want to encounter something like that.
We'll save that one for later when I believe in it, like giant skulls. Fly through the air and toss pink balls at you and make you into little lover children and frozen solid statues of already solid dude. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Physic. Yeah. Just.
so I'm inspecting this to make sure it's all kosher.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a search check.
All right. And the letter S. It's just a running thing.
Is it warm outside?
It's kind of, I mean, it's spring, so it's not warm, but it's not cold.
Damn.
All right.
Suggest
They're up in
go
the
for a
summer.
little dip.
You don't
You got
have
your bikini with
carpentry
you,
or
Reroll?
anything like that. I'm taking it, huh?
No, I'm not a
Okay.
carpenter.
The best. So looking at it, it appears that the bridge has decayed through age more than anything else. It looks like that the wooden boards are all but rotted through. The rope is incredibly brittle. The stakes that are holding it in place are almost rotted through as well. So you would believe, or your best guess is that this bridge it just dilapidated over a long period of time and no use.
All right.
Now, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, thing with bridges is typically we'd build it where it's most convenient over over a distance. So this is probably our best bet for crossing, I think. But the bridge itself is, well, it's more like dirt than wood.
Yeah, well,
Looks like,
do you know who builds
What's the name?
bridges?
Bridge builders.
Engineers.
Oh, there you
are
go.
you an engineer? I didn't know that.
I'm just gonna grin at Marigold.
So, cut down a tree, build a bridge?
that
That'll
might
take
take
way too long.
quite some time.
It's doable, but yeah, you're definitely going to put a lot of time and energy in.
I mean, can't you warp wood?
Did you mention how deep the water was, Gore? Maybe I missed that. if
No
you did.
one's asked or even
How
gotten
deep-
close
how-
to try to investigate that.
Wait,
How
you
deep
said
is the
5
water?
to 6 feet. I heard that.
No, I said
No,
5 to 6 feet down to the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
From the
How-
bank.
Oh.
How deep is the water at this point?
It looks fairly deep, but definitely over here, where the bank seems to dip, you can see some large rocks, and the water seems to be kind of less vibrant there, so it seems to be running a little quicker in that spot. But because you can see the large boulders and rocks, there's a fairly good chance that it's narrower there, or shallower.
Hey, it'd be a. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, please, by all means, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we could probably find some more big rocks to throw in there.
Like a stepping stone?
So you're saying we're going to go take some rocks, and then we're going to throw them in this, and then we're just going to skip over like little school children?
At the very least, it'd be
Tie a
easier.
rope on somebody. Who's the strongest swimmer?
It's not me. No.
I don't even know this one.
Probably not me.
something.
I got a bit of this armor and muscle
Oh, well,
tends
of
to
course.
sink.
Before we go across the river, we would take all our clothes off, right, Marigold?
No, thank you. Can gnomes even swim?
Yeah.
They kind of like doggy paddle.
No me paddle.
We're susceptible to fast currents, so.
Well, also there's the issue of our equipment. Russia and myself have
Ugh.
weapons and things that can't get wet.
I feel like that could be easily
Things
tossed.
that can get wet. Things that can
Just football.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Just
You
a
want to
term
try to
made
throw
up.
me,
I don't know.
Marigold?
Maybe Josh.
Might be Josh
Gonna eye
what?
Josh for a second. Okay, I'm into it.
What's going on? Yeah. And I'll come closer here now. Since moving closer, am I able to get a better judgment of how deep the water is, being closer to it now?
I mean, it's hard to tell how deep it is based on the fact that it's pretty damn dark. So, if it was daylight,
That's right.
you might be able to
That's
get a
right.
good idea. But with it being dark, you're going to need something to stick in there to kind of figure it out.
Okay. I'm going to cast light, and I'm going to cast them as tiny little balls, and I'm going to throw them into the river so it will illuminate.
What little balls are you casting light on?
Hold on.
You have
Handle
two
those
gnomes
balls,
with you.
Marigold.
We could just do dancing lights and put them at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I
Dancing
need to
lights.
get a good
Because you
viewpoint
actually
of
have
this
to have
one.
an object to cast light on.
Okay, how about some pebbles?
Okay.
How about some? Yeah, I'll walk over there and just,
All right, one
you know,
sec.
gather some pebbles and throw them in.
Why is this not working right? Hold on.
I'm still learning.
I'm
here.
aware that I've got the
Spells.
dice pane covered for
Clearly.
second chat.
Shush. I'll need your attitude.
Oh, this is interesting. Sorry, 1 second.
You get a pebble and throw it in there?
No, let's get as many as I can.
Just like
Well-
take some handful and cast them.
So you know light, basically, it will work on an object, right?
Okay.
So-
How about a medium-sized
So like one
rock?
pebble.
Yeah, let's take a speck of dirt and cast light on it and throw it.
Anything more than a handful's a waste anyway.
Okay,
Right.
let me take
Oh,
a
boy.
this-sized rock and throw it.
Damn, this is...
I'm trying. I'm my best as a cleric, okay?
It's not easy, right,
It's
Jane?
like the hardest class I've ever played.
It's
I don't
what? Sorry?
understand. It's the hardest class I've played so far. For sure. I don't know how you did it for 3.
Well, I started from level 1, so it was easier for me. I mean, because I learned as I went, you know?
That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
And I made many, many mistakes.
That's very true.
And I had you lovely people telling me,
All right.
how dare you didn't plan ahead. And it's like, well, fuck, I didn't know.
So you're gonna you're gonna cast light on a rock and hurl it into the water.
Yes. Correct.
All right. So somewhere in the bottom of the water, there is a glowing rock that you can see. It still doesn't really give you much of an indication of how deep it is, other than the fact
Oh, I
that
see
you can
tentacles.
see it. So it's obviously not too deep, but
Okay.
you know that's still not going to give you much of a guideline on a number of feet.
Well, that didn't do anything.
Well, maybe we should rest until morning.
And deal with this then.
Maybe prepare spells that will help us get across. I don't know.
As in my research, I can give someone a lot of strength, which would help fight the current, and I could possibly make you breathe underwater. Haven't tried that one yet. I mean, it should work.
Oh, well, that's enough for
Sounds
me.
cool.
I believe you.
Look, I'm just trying to help any way I can. Okay.
No, ideas are good.
So we can fight a giant floating skull and a giant scorpion and can't cross this damn river.
It's always the simple stuff that defeats you.
Right?
The wall, the river,
Ah,
natural
Yeah.
things. That's why I
Let
love
me
them,
throw
because
all
they
my
just
weapons
screw you
into
so
the
badly.
river
Just
so I
natural
can-
phenomena. It's like, well, I can take out a wyvern, but can't cross a 20-foot
Yeah,
river.
I mean, we can cross the river. I can build us a bridge. It's just we're trying to think of something that won't take as much time.
It just goes to show how sheltered we as millennials are. We don't know anything.
Our
How do we
characters-
survive?
We're not survivalists. We're like, I don't know.
I
I
beg
go
to
to
differ.
Starbucks.
I won a work competition
Oh, I
once.
know.
That,
Literally, none of my spells are helpful in this situation. I could electrocute all of us when we got in the water, but that's about it.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about drowning. Just be fried to death instead.
Well, if maybe we tied off one of the little ones to an end of rope, lowered them down, maybe they could swim across and we could help them fight the current by holding onto the rope. And if they get too far, we just kind of, reel them back in.
I think that might actually be the best course of action
I
here.
could also summon a hawk. It's not going to be that very big one, but
So,
To what?
watch us.
Just screech above us?
it could hold the rope. It could fly a rope over there. I can't tie it up. I don't
I
know.
don't think that sounds.
Hawk flies over, drops the rope. Congratulations, you now have a piece of loose rope.
Hey, so guys, if you were to hold the rope, say about up here, and I'm gonna kind of like point to where I pinged, like further up the bank. If you were to hold that, and I were to give myself the bonus to strength now, and maybe you guys could hold that rope while I kind of climb down and go out to the middle rocks there, I might be able to get over to the other side and climb up, and then be able to tie that same rope to the tree over there. As long as you don't let go of the rope at any point, it should be pretty
I
safe.
say we go for it.
Don't worry, I won't let go.
You know,
I believe you.
I don't.
And so died physics. Kept away.
Oops!
With Josh laughing maniacally on the video.
Butterfingers. Yeah.
Yum.
if you encounter a very short green hag, you know what happened.
You want to do this tonight, Physic?
Ah,
Because you are aware that if you do tie the rope across there, you're over there.
yeah.
And if something
then
goes
something
for
happens. Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
we
I
should
could-
wait for tomorrow.
Right.
I hate the idea that we are being stopped overnight by a river.
I say we rest the night right here, keep our backs to each other, and just look out.
That way we don't have to put our heads in the mud.
Yeah, and Rush can list the types of shrimp that he can make. as we, yeah, let's do that.
We might want to hide a little bit in these tree lines. I'm still wary that things might be coming down to the river, and if we could maybe not be right next to it, it would give us some time to react.
All right, we're gonna rest tonight, Gore.
Okay, so you're going to kind of move into the trees, so you can still see the river, but you're not like right there. Campfire? Yes, no.
Do we really need one? Do we want one?
I have rations. I have a few rations still to eat, so I would
too.
vote no.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are just going to kind of
that
like.
was related. Do we need a fire? I have rations. What?
And I have a whole new batch of
I
colorful
guess he was
tadpoles,
deciding
so
whether or
I'm-
not he needed to cook any food or not.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I made that
That's what I
connection, but not till the end of this.
change up some spell slots here.
Okay, let's survive the night, guys.
Oh, well, will you?
We're breathing.
Because you know how it is here.
We do. Are you
Resting
getting
means
stoked over your
risk.
spells?
This
Jane?
is good. This is good.
Resting means risk. Okay. All right. Despite the strange noises, the howling in the distance, you guys managed to rest through till morning. So eventually, yep, the sun rises, and you have a much clearer view of the river and what's on the other side of it.
Okay,
Now we can clearly see what's in our way.
I would like to just go up to everyone and gently touch them on the shoulder, and I think I can cast Water Walk on all of us.
So let's see.
No, we can all cross.
So target is up to 5 touch creatures. So yes.
I willpower negate this.
I don't want it.
Are you fucking kidding me, Marigold?
So we're
Listen,
not doing the rope thing then.
How was I supposed to know that this river was going to come up and I wasn't going to have the spell prepared? So here it is. Take it, please.
I'll take it. I'll take it all night long. Let's get
Oh
across.
God.
I'm gonna start putting
I'm gonna
on the
act like I
clothes
didn't
that
say
was just
anything.
about to take off and put my
All right.
backpack
Okay.
on.
So
Oh, and we hover an inch or two above the surface that we're able to walk across.
yeah, it's basically you've got 50 minutes of the
Can we
ability
also-
to
I'm gonna wait 40 seconds.
hover slightly above the water.
Yeah.
Why don't we just walk down the river?
I don't know. The creatures below.
So I'm just confidently with this spell in tow, gonna slide to the water.
Okay, so you're going to ease yourself down the 6 feet down the bank to the water's
Yeah.
edge. Okay.
And
And you find yourself kind of strangely hovering just a bare inch above the top of the water.
anyone need help descending?
Yes,
Should
please.
we all go at once, or should we see if the first person gets eaten by something?
Well, that wouldn't be very fair to the first person.
From my
I'm just gonna
experience,
start
everybody
sliding down.
going at once is always the best.
Ah,
Well, I'm gonna help the shorties down if I
Okay,
can.
so you're going to help everybody
Like,
down
right.
to the...
I got the best image. Just you with your gun, you just kind of hold it up like this. And
Well, I'm a weakling, and then after that, I'm just gonna walk oddly across, like feeling very weird.
All right, well, yeah. So, things.
Oh,
Stuff.
No.
shit.
All right. As you begin to stroll across, it would seem that something very aware of your presence yesterday and the fact that you have spent so much time loitering around the river, you have gained the attention of a thing.
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
Suddenly,
Oh.
out of the water,
Fucking knew it. Something did live in there.
Oh,
shit.
my
emerges
God.
a
That is the-
What did I say about
I've ever
bizarre-looking
seen it?
creature.
What did I say? Okay.
Let me go
it
ahead
looks
and
friendly.
let me
It's like a
go ahead and
mermaid
pop
tail.
that thing up here. All right, so yeah, what does it look like? It's big. It's kind of fish-like, but it has 3 eyes, like 1, 2, 3, in a central line down its skull. It has long tentacles that seem to irradiate from its kind of where its gills and its the side of its head. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick.
Seeing this thing, I'm immediately going to reach out and try to pull Marigold back.
I will step back if you want.
All right.
Up 5 feet.
So yeah, it kind of like comes leaping out of the water. As it does so, its large maw is like as it opens up with rows and rows and rows of teeth. It's a surprise, so anybody that was in the water, be in the water, because you are not aware of its presence, so you can't really react
Oh, we
until
didn't see
after.
it. Okay, so it's under the water.
Yeah,
My
it
bad.
like comes crashing up out of the water towards you.
I didn't see it.
You guys are reacting before I finish talking.
No. Sorry.
All right, so yeah, wherever you were prior to that, put yourself there.
Yes, sir. Okay.
The littlest movement
A
back.
little tiny like, oh,
Well, she wasn't that far from me because it was
Yeah,
listed.
basically,
I know,
if you were
I know.
in the
That's
water,
where it
it
was.
matters. If you weren't, it
That's fair.
doesn't.
I just find it funny. Like,
All right.
movement.
Okay.
Alright.
So before we do this, let's see. Based on where you guys are, so Marigold, Rush, and Jash, you may make a spot check.
okay.
Oh, not Daleth? Okay.
Okay.
Not Daleth or so
Okay.
Physic. If you're you're like hovering and you're just going across here. So
Damn it, Marigold! Why are you so distracting?
all right, Jash. You see ripples in the water to their right. Moments before, like you can kind of see what looks like something is moving in the water towards them at a tremendous speed. As a reaction, what do you do?
I would yell out to them and just say, something's in the water, like that. To your
Okay,
right.
so you're just
to your
gonna
right.
yell-
Just yell
all right.
out in the direction of something's in there coming for them.
Okay, based on hearing that, what does everybody do? So Marigold, what are you going to do?
I jump the fuck back.
Okay, so you're going to jump back. Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it for Marigold.
Okay.
Just whatever I can grab, I'm grabbing it.
All right, Daleth, what do you want to do?
So
Likely
knowing
story.
physics is still behind me,
Uh-huh.
the only thing I'm really going to actually do in reaction is take my pack with all my black gunpowder and my gun, and I'm going to toss it up the riverbank
shit.
because I don't want it to get wet. I had it wrapped up.
Okay, so basically you hurl your gun, pull your sling bag off, and throw it up on the bank. Okay.
and turn to look at wherever Jash was.
All right, that's
yelling.
probably all you're going to do in the time frame. We're talking
Makes
a couple
sense.
of seconds at most. All right, Physic, what are you going to do?
I'm dropping bull strength on myself.
Okay, you cast bull strength on yourself. Alrighty. In that case, the thing comes flying out of the water. And we have a /R 1d6. 1, 2, 3. Physic. 4, 5, 6. Daleth.
Oh, little man, little man.
All right, so the thing comes flying out of the water. Its mouth open seems, ironically, to be more of just it taking a huge gulp of air as it does so. The problem isn't so much that. It's as it comes flying kind of between you, you see its tentacles whoosh, flail out towards you.
Okay.
The first one will hit
Okay.
you. The
Is that me or Physic?
This is Physic.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like flying out of the water and the tentacles are just slashing out. Because as it's leaped out, it's kind of turned and arced. So its kind of underside is to you right now, and its head and eyes are facing Physic.
Okay.
And the second one does not. Okay. All right, Physic, the tentacle lashes out, strikes you much like a whip. You receive 10 points of damage. However, there's an incredibly horrible, slimy substance that's coating the thing that is kind of like sticks to you like thick glue. 14 save, sir. DC is 19.
Okay. I have a plus to it right now. Oh, wait. No, because strength doesn't factor into fortitude in this one, does it?
No, that's Constitution.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Please leave
It did.
Oh.
Alrighty, okay. So yeah,
18.
the DC was 19. You got an 18, close but no cigar. So it slashes across you. You feel this as it hits you. You literally feel the slime just sink down through your clothing. You feel like pressure as it sinks down in through your skin.
Ooh, okay.
The creature then goes and splashes in the water on the opposite side of you.
Oh shit! Is he still attached in the tentacle?
No, it like slashed out
it
the
hit him
tentacle.
and then it.
All right. At this point, you can't see the thing, but you can kind of see the ripples in the water begin to turn around, which gives you an indication that the thing is like landed and has swum up a little bit and is turning around to come back for another pass. All right. I guess we better get initiatives out of the way.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so just
Okay, let me do this on
Yeah.
purpose this time. Because I thought I was trying to click me.
Fuck.
All right, Daleth on a 5.
Oh my
Rush on a
god.
20.
swallow
Jash on a
whole.
24.
Swallow whole.
Mary on a
Very
7.
good.
And Physic, oh wow. On a putrid 4, sir. And this thing for chat /GM roll.
Shit.
Will be going on. Okay. All right. So unsure what's going on. So seeing all this, Jash, you're up first. What do you want to do?
Am I able to reach Physic?
You're going to go
where I
down
am?
6 feet, but technically you're going to be running across water. So yes, because
Okay.
your movement
You're
rate would be the
welcome.
same as your normal movement rate. So you can kind of like run. You'll drop down 6 feet, which wouldn't be damage to you, and then you
Okay.
can run across the water. So that would be your move.
Yeah, so I would reach Physic, and I would basically pick him up and just throw him as close to the bank on the as the north side as possible.
All right. So
Just
your
face
move
plants
is to
into
go.
the side
Give me a
of the
strength
bank.
check.
Yeah, I'd want to
So
get
your
it out
move
of
is to
there.
get there. Give me a strength check.
Sure. Of course.
All right, you grab Physic and begin to hurl him. However, he slips from your fingers. Physic, give me a dex check.
Hate it when things are slippery.
Reflex.
This is just like ridiculous
Straight
at this
dex.
point.
It's comedic.
Is it reflex or straight dex?
It would
Rolling,
be.
heavy rolling.
Technically, I'd say a reflex save. You can make a reflex save.
Okay. Get a bonus 1 to that. Okay.
All right. Okay. So he grabs you and kind of like begins to throw you, but you kind of get overhandedly turned. Like he doesn't actually get a clear grip. What really happens is he grabs your pants and picks you up, and you kind of like dump forward. You manage, despite that, to kind of land on your feet. You get your feet out underneath you, so you don't kind of land flat down on top of the water. But you haven't really gained any distance. But you are on your feet at least. All right, Rush, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna take aim sort of in front of me and prepare to fire whenever the thing jumps out of the water again.
Okay, so you're kind of like, are you talking about like with the actual pistol?
Yes, with the actual pistol.
Okay, so you've got your pistol pointed at the water and just tracking to see when something leaps out. Marigold.
I am. Yeah, I think I can reach Jash. I'm gonna splash over there and cast Bear's Endurance on him.
On Jash? Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Bear's Endurance
Yes,
to
everybody
Jash.
get in the water so I can't cast any electric.
Or sorry, I meant.
Well, we're
I meant
standing an
bull
inch
strength.
over.
Yeah, you're
meant
they're an
full
inch to
strength.
2 inches above the water, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's a
Yeah,
plus
I feel like-
4
Oh, there's no
enhancement.
splashing.
Okay.
Did you say Bear's Endurance?
I meant to say bull strength.
Oh, okay.
That's what I have.
Alright, so plus 4 bonus to your strength
bad.
modifier.
Okay.
Alright. Dalek.
Attack!
You're muted.
Idiot.
I said, seeing that everyone's getting into the water, Daleth is actually going to jump out of the water and say, "Everyone, get out of the water! Everyone's running in."
Okay, so you're
And
going
I'm
to use your movement to get to the bank and pull yourself up the bank. Okay.
I'm pulling myself up the bank, grabbing my weapon, and like Rush, I'm preparing to aim. If I can get to
Well,
it.
your move would get you up there to pick up your rifle and your bag, or are you not going to worry? Well, you've got to get the bag because you've got to have the gunpowder. So,
Yeah.
okay, so so you're going to pick that stuff up this turn. All right, Fisick.
I am doing the same thing. I am scrambling up that wall.
All right, so you're going to use your movement to get across and up onto the bank.
Yeah. I was worried it might take a climb.
You're going to have to make a climb, yeah, because it's 6 foot for you, and that's more than you can reach.
Oh.
Which is why I took the strength spell. That was
Alright, make
my
the
first
climb
thought was,
check.
I need to get out of here fast, yeah?
The disadvantages of being tiny.
Climb starts with a C. That's up
It
here.
does in most languages.
Oh!
All right, as you begin to grab,
Oh my god.
Holy
Guys, I figured it out. It's S names. If your name starts with an S, you're S for
We're
screw.
screwed.
Yeah.
You guys are like worse than me. This is kind of worrying.
Yeah, this is bad.
all right, so
oh
yeah,
my
you
God.
begin to scrabble at the dirt, and just handfuls of dirt keep pulling out. As you grab a small vine to use it to leverage, the vine starts to ravel out of the dirt, like just pulling it hand over fist, and you make absolutely no.
Does the vine attack me? Can the vine just attack me?
No, I'm not that mean. But that does mean it's its turn. Okay. Once again, the thing comes flying up out of the water. Rush, you held your action based on that, so you get to shoot first.
Oh!
That's a 19, and
Yes.
potentially a crit. Let's see, AC on this thing is... That's a crit.
So actually,
Yes.
the
Nice.
crit damage is not as high as it needs to be. It's a ×3, right?
These things do ×3 crit, yes.
So it just rolled an extra 2d10, so she needs another 1d10.
So it's a total of 13, and add a d10 to it, yeah.
Nice.
20 points of damage.
Nice.
Beautiful, Spook.
Way to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, the pistol dex save for Spook.
Do
15
you drop the
higher?
gun in the river?
Well, at least she's facing the right way. So dex save DC 15 or higher.
Is it dex or reflex?
Reflex save.
Okay.
15 or higher to stay on your feet.
Nice.
Okay, you
Yeah.
managed to brace yourself
Alright.
appropriately this time. As the gun fires and it flies up in the air, almost taking you off your feet, you managed to hold position. Alright, you shot the thing for 20. Nice shot. Bam. Alrighty. Let's see, total hit points there. Okay, this thing is gone airborne this time, however. We have Marigold and we have Daleth, and those are the only two that are really going to matter. Alright, slash
Oh.
Jash, right?
Jash, yep, and Marigold.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, Jash.
Oh,
4, 5,
okay.
6, Marigold. Jash.
Ew.
Alright, Jash. It comes flying out of the air. I need you to give me a DC 18 willpower check.
So just a willpower check?
You're making a willpower save, yep.
Okay.
Willpower saving throw. You need an 18 or higher?
Nope.
Okay.
Of course not.
Before your very eyes, suddenly you guys notice the skin on Jash, the armor, the weapons, everything seems to just drop off. And in its place is kind of like a disgusting, translucent, green, scaly form. He looks almost like some kind of sick and twisted lizard person at this point.
Oh,
What
Can
the?
you not get a break?
oh my god. Okay.
So, hang on, Snugs, read what I send you, but this is between me and you.
Okay. Where are you sending it?
In our private chat.
Okay.
That's worrisome.
There you go. Alright. Alright, so it does that as it goes flying over and lands in the water once more. Disappearing back underneath the water itself. Alright, Jash. So yeah, for you guys, all intensive purposes, Jash pretty much looks like a really thick. Think Swamp Thing.
Okay.
That's what he looks like. Think Swamp Thing. That's what Jash looks
Like the boat times kind of swamp thing.
No, not old Greg. No, Swamp Thing, as in, really
Which one,
wet,
the Black
green,
Lagoon?
slimy, like the thing out of the swamp, gills. Horrible lizardy type
Gotcha.
creature, something hideous. Okay. What do you want to do, Jash, the lizard man? The swamp thing?
I want to tell everybody to get across the water, get out of the water.
So what you hear is a
Jash, what happened to
as
you?
it stands there with big, huge, big kind of fish-like eyes that don't blink.
Hold on, I speak abomination.
Okay.
That's all you pretty much hear. Jash, to your surprise, they don't move. They kind of look at you rather bizarre. Do you want to react to this bizarre creature in any way?
Shoot it!
I back up from it on my turn.
I'm still pulling at dirt.
Well, it depends on whose turn it is, right?
All right.
I mean,
What if? Yeah, rush. So you're up.
Okay.
Okay, so question. If I were to drop down on my stomach and hold Jerusha down as far as I could, would I be able to touch the water?
No,
Damn.
not 6 feet. Not with your little tiny gnome arms.
If Jerusha were to hold on to Rush and hold Rush as
All right, chat. I have to make a dice roll here, so this is for you. Okay. All right.
If I were to, okay, I don't know if this would work. If I were to jump into the water course, I'd be floating a little bit over
Yeah,
it.
you'll
Could
be
I
an
reach
inch to 2
down
inches
into
above
the
it.
water?
You can't. Well,
You
I
can
have to look
build
at that
the
spell again, man.
basically, how that would work. Let's see. Scroll back up.
They can tread on any liquid, is it?
Yep.
It were firm ground. They can walk, run, charge.
So basically, you could choose to try to negate that with a willpower. Like you can try to fight the feeling and try to negate it with a willpower. So you let it take effect. You can try to fight it with willpower, but if you succeed, then it'll be off you. So you can't. It's either on or off. You can't have it like you can't turn it on and then turn it back off.
Turn
And
it up.
there's no ground where I could still stand on the ground and touch the water.
Not with your height, I'm afraid. You're too
I
little.
don't even know if this would work, but I'm afraid if it works, it would kill me. I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
I don't want to hold you guys up.
All right, Marigold. So right to the
I-
left of you, you have Swamp Thing.
Yeah, fuck that. So I'm going to scramble my way back up the riverbank, and I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages on Jash.
Okay, so
'Cause
you want
I'm
to
like,
cast Comprehend
oh, no!
Languages on Jash. Okay, go for it.
See, like, I'm just wondering if his mind is altered or if he's just turned into a blob.
All right, well, you don't cast it on him. You cast it on yourself, and it allows
Sorry,
you to understand.
I cast it on myself.
Yeah.
I don't know my spells yet. And, yeah. And I'm going to say, Josh! Are you okay, Josh? You want to hurt us?
Right, so...
No, sorry, go ahead.
So let me just...
You can speak. You can understand.
there you go.
Okay.
So bear that in mind, Snugs, when you answer. Like, you are completely unaware
What?
of what they're aware.
I don't want to hurt. I want you to get out of the water so we can get away from this fish. What are you doing? Why are you
gonna,
backing
like-
up?
Okay, so
Give
yeah,
him this
you can understand
exasperated
everything he
face.
says. To everybody else, they hear...
You look like shit.
What? Well, thanks a lot. What does that have to do with anything?
Daleth, what are you doing?
Oh man, so Jash hasn't done anything, right? He's just a weird mutated
he's standing.
thing.
He's still floating above the water, looking like this weird thing.
And-
Physic, on the other hand, you're feeling pretty weird, dude. Like you got this weird kind of numb feeling going all over your body at this point.
Okay, so basically what Dallas saw was the fish jump out again. He saw Jash, the fish passed him, he saw a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's
In-
pretty
in
obvious
Jash's
the
place.
thing is exactly where Jash was. I mean, you
So-
saw Jash kind of like just almost within a half a second just
Also, it's still
morph into
standing
whatever
on
this
the water.
hideous creature
And
is.
it's still standing on top of the water.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to lower my rifle for Physic to climb. And
Thank you, buddy.
and I'm gonna look
Suck
across
the end of
river
the barrel.
to,
Put the barrel in your mouth. Sorry.
and I'm gonna look across the river like, do I shoot that? What the fuck is that thing? Do I shoot it or do I shoot the fish as it passes by again?
All right.
Shoot
so,
the damn fish. We'll worry about the green thing in a
so
minute.
Physic, Daleth has basically put the business end of his rifle down there for you to grab hold of. And
Sweet
use as leverage.
salvation.
All right. So you're going to use that to pull yourself up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go
Because
ahead.
if you tell me what that is, otherwise I'm shoot the fish the next time it jumps.
I'm gonna look at it and try and figure out what it. I mean, I can try to deduce maybe that it's. I didn't see what happened.
So
What
I love that.
happened to Jash? I'm just gonna say it that way. What happened to Jash?
So the funny thing is, Jash, you hear us talking about you, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you
are
can
you?
understand everything
Yeah.
they say,
Right.
but you're
Right.
oblivious to the concept of
There we
what
go.
they're
Did
talking
you see what happened to Jash?
Yes.
What happened to Jash?
Righty. Okay.
I don't know what's going
What are
on.
my initiatives?
I'm so confused.
Would you like a fresh set?
What'd you do with my initiatives?
They're on the way. Trashed them where they belong.
I had them here earlier.
We just wanted more chances.
Are. There they are.
Just wanted more chances was all.
All right. I think they're them. I might be wrong. All right. So it was the start of a new round. So yeah, you are all. Jash is all kind of swamp thingy right here. That's what he looks like.
Pretty. He's cute.
Isn't he just?
Glorious
so.
little green man.
All right, and this is basically this thing right here is what they're up against. Okay. So yeah, Jash. What do you want to do? You can lead us off for tonight.
Yeah, I want to run up to this thing and try to hit it.
All right. Okay.
But I don't have. I can't click on my guy though.
Oh, of course not. Here, let me rectumify that for you.
Okay.
Jash just reminds me of.
Screaming,
Now
get
you'll
out
have
of the
access to
water!
So of course you are in the water. It's shallow right here, but once you see where the ripples start, that's where it starts to get a lot deeper.
Now, can I see at this point? Because I know I'm kind of going through some stuff right now, but am I able to like look around and see?
Oh, absolutely.
Or okay, I thought okay.
Yeah,
Then,
you can
I'm-
see everything as you normally could.
Then I'm going to try to get out of this water.
Okay.
Also, remember we're all hovering, right? Because we got
You
that
are
walk
all
on water.
floating like 2 inches above
Yes.
the water because
Okay.
So I'm going
someone
to try
laid
to run
some
this way
Jesus on
and
you.
jump up out of the stream.
Okay. All right, so you're getting out of the water. All right.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Next in line is Dalith.
So I see this fish swamp thing running at me.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, Swamp Thing is on the way to give you a big, cozy snuggle.
That's not how I remember the movie Gore.
Oh, that's right. No, that doesn't.
So I'm.
Oh, actually, and I'm completely wrong. It's not you next. It's Rush next.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Rush is up next. So what does Rush want to do?
Oh goodness. I'm gonna hold my action because I don't have anything in mind right now.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
I have to remember what was going on. I've slept since Monday.
Right.
Nuh-uh.
All right. Okay, so you're going to hold your action. That's fine. Alrighty. Marigold, you are next.
I'm just gonna scream, "Come on, Rush!" And I am going to try to bolt across this water to the other side without getting killed.
Okay, it's not possible to, because you've got to go down 6 feet across the water, and then
Alright.
you've got to get up.
I'm gonna use my entire move
Let's
dash,
see. Okay, so yeah, if you're going to use your dash, you can definitely.
climb. Yeah, alright.
All
So
right.
I was-
That's it.
that's-
Leave Rush
that's
on the
me
other
yelling
side,
for-
all by himself.
Hey, I told him to come along. He held his action.
Right, Dalith. Now
And you
it's
went
your
after
turn.
him, so that makes sense.
So how far up the hill did Jash get when he did his movement? Because
Looks like he just got to
he
the
could
top
get
of the
right.
bank.
Yeah, I should be able to get up there.
So I'm going to scream at Physic and say, "Do I shoot the swamp thing?" Because I was priming for the creature. I was waiting for the creature.
No, here, brace on me again. Just.
Okay, so I'm going to move my 5 foot and hold my action to shoot the fish thing as then Marigold runs across as well.
Okay. Physic.
Since he's bracing on me, I'm actually going to reach back and cast. I'm gonna put a Cat's Grace on him
Okay.
because I can do that. That's the one thing I got that was any good for this encounter.
All right, pop it up in chat.
There we go.
And there you go. +4 enhancement bonus to your dex.
Yeah, my to hit's going to be amazing, but that's all. Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's-
Okay.
that was the
A little limber. I wiggle a bit.
I'm just holding my ears while the gun's like poking through.
All right. So the thing comes flying up out
Oh,
of the
shit.
water. It's going to land on the bank. So
Oh,
seeing
no.
that, Rush had his first held action. So what does Rush want to do when he sees that happen? So you see,
Probably, I would probably just shout, honestly, in surprise, not
Okay.
expecting it to do that at all.
all right, Daleth.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the fish in the air.
All right. So as it leaps out of the water, flying towards you, you're gonna let a shot ring out.
Come on.
Oh,
Hold on.
oh! I thought that was a 1%. I panicked.
All right. Where's the? There it goes.
The damage was bad, but still.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
damage.
You hit it
Damage.
You hit it.
for 7.
What else can we hope for?
Must be nice.
And I'm gonna, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry and fall back if I could. I mean, I
Okay.
didn't really move, so.
All right. So it lands on the bank, like like a beached whale.
Swallow whole.
But you
Swallow.
notice the 2 tentacles at the back. It's kind of using them to push itself up. Like it looks like it actually can propel itself along with those tentacles. With
God.
the 2 tentacles that it has left. Let me go ahead and pull this up real fast.
You want to hit me, Gore?
Do I? Oh, okay. if you insist. No, you know how I'll do it. It'll be completely random. This thing has no definitive intent. It'll be completely random about everybody up front there that is currently worth hitting. So it randomly is going to choose Marigold.
Thank you.
Because it's already kind of sort of done things to you two. You're, you know.
Oh God.
All right, Marigold. So one of the big, slippery, slimy tentacles is going to flick out towards you.
Okay.
Whippy Fish is a
Lick.
sadist.
16.
Wait.
What is your
that,
AC?
Hold on, there's a modifier on there. My AC is 16.
Exactly 16?
Yeah.
Then I'm afraid you are slimed
Oh.
Oh.
by slimy tentacle, which doesn't just feel slimy, it also stings and hurts. 9 points of damage.
No.
And you need to make a saving.
No.
DC
Come on.
19 fortitude save.
19. Gore.
You got it. You got it.
Alright, I got this.
Yeah,
Fortitude
you
save.
got this.
it's fortitude. You're a cleric.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Close the
You're
cigar.
fine. Oh shit.
Bye, guys.
And
If I had leveled up
dice
before
roll.
this encounter, my save would have worked.
Let's
Just
see.
saying.
And that for you. 4. Okay.
Yikes. Okay.
4. Don't worry about those numbers. They mean nothing to you.
Right.
Sure.
They
I will
don't.
not pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
Alrighty. Yes, and it's using the other tentacles basically to support itself and prop itself up. So, it's not going to worry about those. What it is instead going to do,
Swallow whole.
let's see, where is it? No, it doesn't do that. Alright.
You just want to die, don't you?
At this
Sad.
point, you know.
Give me 1 second. I need to grab something here.
All the survival stats in the world don't change my will to live. Which is 8. Not bad. Oh, cool.
Alright, suddenly you are painfully aware that out of nowhere, a wall materializes between the 3 of you at the front and cutting off Daleth at the back. It's like
And how high does it go?
the wall is basically looks to be about 10 foot tall.
Okay.
Where did? Why? Okay.
And let's see. And that's too long. It's not as long as that. Let me shrink it down. Like that. Basically, it's just obscuring your view of your friends and it. So there we go. All right.
Okay.
So, Jash. Jash
Okay,
the thing.
question-
What do you want to do,
question.
Jash the thing?
Since it's only on 2 tentacles, does that mean it's bipedal at this point? It's only on 2 legs, quote unquote? Says there's only 2 things supporting it?
Technically, yeah. I mean, it's got its... Well, that's what's holding its upper body. It's still got...
It's just more propelling it forward.
Yeah,
not,
it's
like,
still
holding it
got
up.
the
Okay.
back side of it, and its tail is still, like, slooped into...
I gotcha. Okay. Then I am going to turn and attack it. Oh, I think my guy's backwards.
Yeah, that's not a
Who
stick.
can
that's
tell,
right.
you know?
Yeah, for real. Honestly, I can't tell. So I'm gonna turn and swing at it.
All right. So you see this thing suddenly with a great big webbed claw try to slap the thing. Make your normal attacks as you would do. Do everything like you normally would.
Okay.
All right.
Is it?
Let me see. So you do successfully
Yes.
um,
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
slap the creature,
I don't know how to feel right now.
and you.
Oh my gosh.
11 points of damage. All right, so this big creature goes and slaps it, and it does definitely seem to cause some, cause it some harm.
I'm literally excited right now.
All right, Rush,
You hit something, guys.
For real.
witnessing what's going on across the bank. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself and then use my move action to slide down the bank to the water.
Okay, you're still hovering slightly above the water. Don't forget. All right, Marigold.
I am going to do something I don't think I've done yet and attack with my longsword.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Give it some.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm going to
First crit of the night.
thrust.
Oh, Gore, are we lagging, buddy?
It looks like we are a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's kind of like just being a little sporadic, not like consistent, but just a little. Yeah, I'll look at it in a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, you stab into the big slimy creature with the tip of your longsword. 10 points of damage.
Do a little spin move while I do it.
All right.
Okay.
Good stuff, guys.
Dallas.
Great.
I am going to, with this wall in front of me. I mean, I don't see it like over here, so I'm gonna move over here. Can I see the fish still?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna start reloading my gun. 'Cause
All right.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, Physic.
This thing's not an animal I could dominate by any chance, is it? Yeah, no, I'm gonna do something funny. I'm gonna pull out my little baby scimitar because my back is literally up to a wall.
Right.
And not being so sure what the green guy really is anymore, but seeing that he's friendly, I'm still gonna decide to kind of move next to the person with the shield and take cover in the space there because I'm tiny. And
Okay.
and yeah, every once in a while I'm just gonna slash out with my sword here.
All right,
So-
go for it.
Give that a go. It's the one at the end, yeah?
Yeah,
Go.
but we're having some major lag issues right this second.
Okay. Oh, that's just the damage one.
Yeah.
Dang it.
You gotta hit the one for the attack roll. Here in a second, I'm gonna have to stop what we're doing and try to clear this lag. I think I know what's causing it. Well met. I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master here on How Reroll, as well as the author of the DMsblog.com, where you can find lots of fun and interesting articles for both Dungeon Masters and players alike. If you'd like to keep up with the show, follow us on Twitter at HowReroll. Check out our website, www.howreroll.com. And for our past campaigns and for some fun bonus content, follow us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, HowReroll. We hope to see you all again real soon. Cheers, guys.
Oh, hey, it's me, Satchmo. I play Physic here on How Reroll. Like, I got 2 more of these to take care of, so I'm gonna cut it short. But if you want to follow me anywhere, say Twitch or Twitter, it's just Satchmo, and Satchmo just about everywhere. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I hope you come back again sometime. It stinks.
Hey everybody, Shagget here. I play a character on How Reroll. I'm not going to tell you who I play because if they die, I'm going to have to redo it. I've already done it once, never again. Follow me on Twitter at aneb_convos, and I'll see you guys on How Reroll.
And that's how air works. What a good story. And I also hope you enjoyed today's story on How We Roll. I'm Jane and I played. If you want to follow me on social media, I do have a Twitter and it is Jane on Twitch with a 0, not no. That's all I have to say, so peace suckers, bye!
Roll the clip. Hello everyone, I play Jash Windstriker, a level 5 human fighter. And I really like playing him because he does really cool stuff all the time. And there you have it. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And thank you so much for watching every Monday and Thursday. You guys are the best. I'm having a fantastic time on How We Roll so far, even though my character first ever got killed off. No big deal. No problem. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I am the Dragon Spooker, and for you and How We Roll this time, I'm playing Rush Rinkery, the Nomian engineering sorcerer. If you don't get enough with me on the show, then you can follow me on Twitter at Dragon Spooker. You can also check out my channel, which I should be streaming more in here in the future with my new rig this year, at twitch.tv/thedragonspooker. I'll see you next episode.